As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway on a Monday night. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. Alexander. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Yeah, looks like they'll move things around here.
To throw on 3rd down. Alexander.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Returnable now for Allen. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
This defense for the Vikings, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones.
And this nearly an interception right off the bat. An early crisis averted as that winds up incomplete. You look at this defense for the Vikings.
They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions,
all right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Vikings are going to take it over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw again. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Back to throw. Alexander. He finds his man. Complete. It's Chandler. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. His way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
And now they'll shift things around. They'll try again.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Up the middle they go. Manning. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Throwing on first down. Alexander. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
Now a 2nd and 6. They run it with Chandler.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Manning.
And he will have a Vikings first down. And he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Chandler. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Second and 9. Up the middle they go. Manning. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Looking to throw. Alexander. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swung the bundle.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And take it right on the 30. Breaks through the contact. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Vikings will be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Alexander. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's Chandler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. To throw on 2nd down. Alexander. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
On 3rd and 2, Alexander. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ty Chandler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I have.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled in, both ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. On first down, Chandler. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ty Chandler, his second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run it again with Barker. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run with Barkley. Bust through the tackle. A second nice move, a spin. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. Now Jones. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, he's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly are ready up to their part because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
This is fielded at the 7. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 4. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he gets this up past the 30.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, Alexander.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. He wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Alexander. And he is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They'll look to throw again.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game.
And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Alexander.
That's to Evans, and what a nice catch that is.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st down, Alexander.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Touchdown, Vikings! 29 yards.
And the Vikings add on to their fourth quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle.
And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And quickly, they get to the line. To throw again on second down. Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Jones throwing on first down. That's caught by Waller out left side. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Throwing to start the drive. Alexander. This is caught by Evans. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing on first down. Alexander. Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Looking to throw. Alexander. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big.
And now here is another interception.
Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Vikings are going to have it here just past the 25.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Chandler. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
On 4th down, Alexander. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Alexander. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And boy, he is very close to a first down. From where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run forward, Barkley.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, a ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Minnesota, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our